New person.
Yeah.
Hi, Sunny.
Where have you been, Jerem?
I've been like,
seven episodes to get you here.
yeah, I've been kind of all over the place, I guess. I've been like back and forth from California to Utah. And it looks like I'm staying in Utah for a while, but
Really?
yeah.
Is it nice there?
I mean, Utah's awesome. Like I prefer California. I think California's better, but yeah, Utah for sure is awesome. Like especially like Salt Lake and the Park City areas. It's really pretty. A lot of hikes, a lot of like outdoors activities to do, and if you like to ski and snowboard, like Utah's your place to be.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of cool old architecture too.
Yeah.
Do you know what's his name? John Levy? Braxton?
Possibly. It sounds familiar.
Is that his name, babe? The Tartarian guy, John Levy? Yeah, John
Dude's
Levy.
whack.
He's out of Salt Lake. Yeah, I can't watch his shit anymore. It was cool in the beginning, but then like I definitely had to like retire a bunch of those YouTubers because they're just ridiculous. With the
We're not getting anywhere with that subject.
No,
well, if he's from Utah, it makes sense. So
yeah, he's got like the voice of the guy from Ferris Bueller's, that teacher. It was like a political guy. Bueller. He's got this really deep voice. But he's like this emo dude, and he's like in Utah, lives alone, like, and just like does these videos. But he's like way overboard with the like, oh, all mountains are buildings and like all this like kind of wild shit.
Oh, the tree stump mountain.
Yeah, it's almost like Justin, where he just like puts up a bunch of stuff, but then like never finishes it. You know, like never really like comes around with like the whole story or what he thinks or anything. Just like, you know, just like dead end. I mean, the whole Tartarian thing is a pretty dead end rabbit hole. We're never really gonna learn anything, but it got me into like cool architecture and like, you know, looking at questioning how old the cities in the United States actually are, because they're definitely lying to us about some resets. There's definitely been like more stuff going on. And
you ever looked at Michael Cremo? You ever seen his work?
Yeah.
The Forbidden Archaeology. He's got stuff saying like humans could be 1 billion years old.
Yeah.
There's like old crap found in like coal, you know?
Yeah. You know,
it's interesting.
It's probably likely, you know, like at least like what's like subjectively, right?
Yeah. In one form or another. I tend to subscribe to the Battlestar Galactica model.
We just got some people got dumped here.
People got dumped here. Yeah, the escape pod children.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like they come back and they're like, "Where have you been, my long lost brother?" It's like it's 1978, bro. Who are you?
Did Justin Panini just leave and turn into Lube Ass and come back? Are they not the same person?
Hey! I got nothing against bitch-ass.
Have we ever seen them at the same time?
Another Guido.
Can you guys hear me?
No. Yeah, we can hear your ass.
Hey! I got nothing against no vegan bitches, okay? What's up?
There are no vegan bitches here, just
what's up, you bunch of pathetic fucking vegan whores? Eat a fucking salami or something, damn it.
Eat my Polish sausage, bro.
Please, it's not even gonna get hard. All you eat is fucking arugula.
I don't even like arugula.
Here, eat some nice fish, sea smelts.
So, Lubas, you kill some of your animals today?
No, I picked up a squirrel off the road yesterday, though.
Oh, did you eat it?
No, not yet. Tomorrow.
Ah.
It's ethical vegan roadkill food.
Yep. Oh,
It
LUBE
is.
ASS
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
LUBE
It's
ASS
Friday.
allegedly-
I mean, that does pass the smell test.
Today's Friday. I eat fish.
Wow.
I'm a good Catholic boy.
No,
What does
nobody
it taste
cares
like?
that you're
Oral.
eating a carcass. It's the violation that happens previously. No, I
You
don't
care.
care.
Correct.
No, I don't care. I don't care about you, period.
Nice
I
to his
bet you.
name.
I bet you, if you saw me biting into a juicy steak and your mouth started to water, you'd know you care.
Meat doesn't taste like anything.
Would not
Like,
happen.
wouldn't it taste really good, just like plain, if we were meant to eat it, LUBE ASS? Kind of like fruit.
Raw.
Fruit is
All
just
the
like
flavor.
after you eat it, it's like
Some meat.
All the intros.
Some meat is really good raw. Beef is really good raw.
no, it's not.
Uh,
It tastes like
yes, it
nothing.
is.
Quit lying to yourself, bro.
It tastes like nothing,
What are
dude.
you talking about? Bro.
This fool
meat.
at least put salt and pepper on it.
Well, you
Yeah, at least
put
put some
salt
vegan
and pepper
food.
on everything. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you have to put your vegan food on everything, all your meat, to make it taste good.
Bro, look at you guys, man. It's a whole production just to make one little stupid smoothie that looks like sludge. You got, there's a million things going to make it taste
You're
good.
right. We all drink sludge
It was
smoothies.
such a
LUBE ASS.
production.
Yeah, come on. Or some
Production.
I
stupid,
drink
our
a sludge
diet,
smoothie.
LUBE ASS.
I
Some
fucking love my
stupid
smoothie, dude.
some stupid dish takes like 500 ingredients to make it taste good. Come on, give me a break. You guys are fucking
You're talking.
retarded.
Oh, so salt and pepper on any meat makes it taste good, but salt and pepper not on vegetables makes them taste good.
But that's not what you guys do. You guys have to fucking put so much crap
You're
and
assuming our
softeners.
diet, LUBE ASS.
Who's you
Oh
guys?
my god.
Yeah.
All
Especially
you
though,
vegan bitches.
I literally just got done eating the simplest burritos.
Have you ever had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Yeah.
That's vegan, bro.
Yes,
Um,
yes, but I eliminated it from my house.
Hot sauce, garlic powder, and a little bit of olive
LUBE ASS
oil.
eat plenty of carbs.
I gave up carbs. I'm pure carnivore now. I
Oh.
actually went pure carnivore about almost 3 months ago now. I haven't eaten any sort of carbs.
Then how
I'm in
come you
full
haven't
ketosis.
lost any weight?
I lost over 20 pounds.
You haven't lost shit.
I don't care. You know,
Out of his cranium.
Puppies.
I don't have to prove anything. I lost almost 20 pounds in less than 3 months.
You over by Jerem.
That's why you came in here to boast to us, because you have nothing to
No,
prove.
I wasn't even going to say that. He asked me. I said, he got mentioned about peanut butter and jelly, and I said, I don't eat any of that anymore. No carbohydrates whatsoever. I eliminated them
It's
from
the
my life.
devil.
Bad.
I have never felt better. I swear to God. Clarity, sleep, fucking boner like a madman every morning.
Only
It's
having
crazy.
to shit once every 5 days.
I go like a clock. I'm like
Saves
a
so much
clock.
time.
When I get up, within 5 to 7 minutes of standing up, I'm on the toilet like a clock every morning.
Squeezing out little rabbit pellets.
Good for you. So am I.
No, I used to do that when I was shooting heroin. I used to shit rabbit pellets. I remember that.
So
I was
you're
a
getting,
junk.
you getting the recommended fiber intake.
You don't need fiber. Fiber in the human body goes through the colon like glass.
So all those people who study nutrition, they're just
Yeah, they're all indoctrinated, even the doctors. That's why they call it doctors.
200
They're
years of meta study.
indoctrinated. You know the word indoctrinated?
They've been wrong because Joe Rogan said
Yeah.
so.
so.
I don't know. I don't even like Joe Rogan. I don't listen to Joe Rogan. He's a fucking putz.
Okay, because Garland Farms says so. There, how about that?
Probably a pedophile. Yeah, Garland Farms is very. Garland Farms is a fucking intelligent guy who does the research and really pulls it out. So I respect him for that.
You
He's a
obviously
bit of a
haven't.
fucking boring. He's a boring ass fucking. You want to just pull your hair out listening to him, but he does do the research. That I gotta give it to him. He
I
knows
agree
what
with
he's
you on
talking
boring.
about.
On any of our debates. He does no research.
Fuck, he's like, I can't. It's like listening to a fucking. I don't know. It's so
Yeah, I
boring.
know. You meat types don't like anything that has to do with any studies or any actual information. You just like your little
Oh,
road
stop
science,
your
your inside
fucking
baseball science.
projecting, Jeffrey Phillips. Stop projecting. That is you. You know that. You know Jack Talcott.
Oh, yeah, that's a good comeback.
That is you.
No, you!
Compilation studies of meat heavy.
Up your butt and around the corner.
Influencers. Have you seen the videos about the lifespans of the meat heavy health influencers? Like, oh yeah, this person getting a lot of attention, getting a lot of likes, getting a lot of clicks. Dead of a heart attack at 34. Here's another one.
For me, I don't give a fuck what people eat.
At 28.
For me, I don't give a fuck what people eat. They can eat whatever the hell they want.
Yourself.
But I
Like
have
Jabba the
done
Hutt.
enough. I've done enough research, bro. I'm 61 years old. I'm 6 foot tall. Right now, I weigh 220. I'm headed. I want to get to my original weight of when I was like in my 20s, which was 160, and I'm going to get down to that within the next 8 to 9 months. I'll be at my original weight of 160 at 6 foot tall.
You need to fix your mic.
Oh fuck!
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know why
right.
it does this.
Crazy.
Chopping.
It's terrible, man.
Like, I'm being
Sorry.
shot right now. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Sorry, is that better?
Like an aquarium that's being shocked.
Lube
I'm
Ass, how many
sorry.
years have you been having shitty mic problems, dude? How many mics have you fucking bought
Bro,
through the year?
I don't know, man. I bought so many fucking mics, but you know what I
obviously
think the
something wrong
problem?
with your house. There's some
No.
signal in your house that is fucking with all your
I
mics.
have a feeling. I think I've narrowed it down. Is it any better, by the way? Is it better?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, what happens is it'll go crackly, and then I gotta hit the echo cancellation, and it'll stop. And then after a while, it'll go crackly again, and I turn off the echo cancellation, and it'll stop. So it's weird. It ebbs and flows. But I have an idea of what it is. I think it's this fucking old ass piece of shit phone. I gotta buy a new one. I went to go look at one yesterday. They want $2,000 for a fucking iPhone. What is it? 15?
Why would you?
I
Why would
just
you
got the
need
new Galaxy,
a
bro.
phone?
Bro, just
Like,
go
just go
on,
get
just
something
go on,
for
like,
$200
eBay
bucks.
or
That's
something.
perfectly
Yeah,
good
eBay.
phone.
Yeah, man, let's keep watching this. Yeah,
What is
Craigslist
this?
and
you just
Amazon.
gotta see this shit.
What's
Alright,
this?
we got lost.
We didn't see the setup, but
Oh my god, this is
I love this
cringy.
Lube Ass.
I know.
His voice turned a little bitter.
This is a fever dream, I'm
What
telling
is
you.
this?
He can't give you a kiss. His beak was scorched off. He swallows the pain and locks it inside his soul.
How's the music, Daryl?
Tears roll
S tier.
down on his
What's
tender
the
skin.
point behind this?
He's just a few days old, but he can no longer feel.
So this is a Buddhist, vegan, Korean.
Yeah.
What was it again?
It's called.
Jeremy?
It's titled "A Vegan Christmas Carol Adventure." It's
And they're killing all the turkeys?
it's from
Is that what they're
Supreme
doing?
Master TV.
It's
like
really
this,
weird. It's
like
really
They kill-
weird.
this
Is that what they're
Buddhist-
doing? They're killing the turkeys?
Oh, the Supreme Master? I know about this dude. I've heard about this guy.
It's got the
It's a
world
woman.
peace.
He's on.
Don't
He's on.
remember anymore why I came to the world. Golden feathers fall.
Babe, they're talking about the Supreme
just like
Master.
falling leaves in winter. The air inside his heart. He's feeling a little fever. He wanted to see a real tree and to walk in a green, green field. But now he's ready to sing along with the flock of the mellow singer.
I want to feel bad. This is
I told you, Braxton.
You know,
it'll
you
make
know
you
what he
laugh
needs
and
to
cry at
do?
the same time.
yeah.
You know what he needs to do?
I
He
don't
needs
want
to
to
do
see
one
this. I want to
for
go
all the
away.
baby deer. All the baby deer that are
goggles on.
poisoned
What
by
up?
glyphosate.
Make something like this.
Watch this. Oh yeah.
It's so
this is
beautiful.
coming.
So it seems. But all these years that people have celebrated, there's been a lot of suffering, untold and hidden away. The sacrifices of chicken are so many that they cannot be counted.
I don't believe it.
Well, you want me to show you how many?
Okay.
You asked for it.
This is your guys' porn,
What is
isn't it?
that?
Wait, look up.
I'm wanking right now.
This is vegan
Wait.
porn.
They're newborn
That's what
chicks.
vegans do, eh? They watch fucking people killing
I got
animals in
you.
the most
Yeah,
absurd
we pulled
way.
up for LUBE ASS.
Animals that they paid people to abuse, and then they go home and fuck after they watch these death videos of animals.
So many innocent lives killed for our food.
Oh, all those poor baby deer eating the poison in the fields for your glyphosate-ridden soybeans.
Sure, Lou. Thanks for
All
pointing
those
that
Is
little
out.
this
mice,
enough?
First time
Do you
you've
want to see more?
all those
You
little
look
mice
so sad.
bleeding
I
internally
don't want to
from
be a bird anymore.
rodenticides,
We suffer so
bleeding,
much.
We?
bleeding
Did you say
internally
we?
from rodenticides, living for a week, suffering
We
before they
suffer so
die.
much.
is over
Lubas.
there. Tell
We
him what
suffer so
happens
much.
to the sea animals.
All the
My.
whales that die from the red
I'll
tide,
catch you, Barnaby.
the red tides caused by runoff from
Thanks,
the
God.
fields
I
from
changed back. I'm not a turkey.
vegan food, runoff.
He does the Wile E. Coyote.
Ah!
He can't fall until he looks down.
Ah!
The German part was
Am
so
I
long.
on land? What is it?
I'm Mimi, the ghost of dinner's present. You're on my back.
Thank you. Why are you wandering around here?
I was
Is
just
Is
killed
that a
by a
they,
whaler.
them?
Look, that's my baby. She's
Is that a
looking
they,
for
them?
me.
Oh no! Baby whale!
They've
Run
got
for
like
your
little
life!
lasers they shoot out of the boat.
I see a colorful island.
That's definitely a they, them.
Oh, that's the human's garbage. Watch out! It's coming!
That's the human's
That's
garbage.
from all the vegan packaging. What are you eating, guy in the red shirt? Disgusting. Take it
Ah!
off the screen. Take it off the screen before I throw up.
He's eating human food.
Yep.
Ah! Help me! Ah!
He's eating pigeon food.
Now what? A sheep? A rabbit? A big pillow?
Take a guess.
What the fuck? What?
Hey,
Oh my
whoever
God.
you are, don't move.
Stab you in the eye. No, you're right.
Can I call you Eggy?
This is what comes out of vegan
Can
brain.
talk? All right.
Complete
Eggy,
delusion.
let me guess.
This
The
is
ghost of future dinners?
very racist.
This is the
What happened to Lucy?
She came to the world to paint the green fields, gracefully turns, peacefully lives, her name in a tag, tilts from her ears. She doesn't mind, her heart is at ease. For the treasure she possesses inside of her soul makes her forgive, makes her forget it all. I saw the trees with concern, I saw little girls singing. I don't know where she's going, but she won't resist it. She sees the hand that raised her, hitting her on her hips. I saw more than I should. I can't believe I'm still here.
Oh, the pain.
Maybe no one can feel anymore.
Please hold me
Can
close.
someone please borrow the eyes of a
My
mother in
baby.
sorrow,
Oh.
giving birth to a child she won't ever know.
People are sick. This is the shit you guys do. You watch this, you get all messed up, and then you go fuck each other in the ass.
The strong is at fault for a whip to bring the last of her strength to walk the last mile.
Oh no.
To the house of pain. Oh, heart devoid of love, eyes too blurred to see, a mind with so much noise, unable
LUBE ASS
to
right there.
hear the last
That's LUBE ASS. That's what he does for fun.
Well, he shoots them in front of each other.
That's what he likes
right.
instead of human food.
Yeah.
ballerinas holding
Oh, you guys are sad creatures.
for her last.
Your fantasy.
LUBE ASS's favorite part is jerking off a bull to collect their semen.
You guys' fantasies are very dark.
Well, you do them in real life.
Barnaby,
I
now
do
you
nothing
realize
of the
how
sort.
many Lucys there are in the world.
This is so strange.
This is how you guys are brainwashed.
Barnaby, I was sad to leave you. Like me, many other animals were there to open your compassion.
If I'd known, I would have helped you. And Cinnamon.
Jeremy, when did you find this?
A couple years ago, but I hadn't thought about it until just like
You
after
must have been
Christmas
so
this
happy
year.
when you found this.
I gotta learn how to make one of
It's so
these.
crazy. Yeah,
I
it
gotta
was-
learn how to make one of these, but it's gonna be all the little animals that die from the poisons. But they don't die very quickly though. They last for like a week, bleeding internally, and then the coyotes eat them, and they bleed internally.
Thanks,
The
man.
hawks-
Thank you, Barnaby.
We've all thought about this a lot.
This you understand.
We actually care about those animals that you're talking about right now.
No, you're eating a garbanzo beans right now.
No, we're reducing
tell
them
everyone
while
to
you're
be veg.
You know how much
maximizing them.
spray goes on garbanzo beans? Kills tons of animals because garbanzo beans are highly attractive to wildlife. So they have to destroy any wildlife that goes near it because high in protein, right? So they go after them and they put all kinds of poison to kill the animals to stop them eating it. You'd be surprised how many animals have to die to bring you guys. your food.
Probably wouldn't be surprised because I think about it every day of my life, and so do
The
most of the
only
other
chance
people.
you got at doing no harm, and even that won't work, is stop eating completely. But even that won't work.
Well, Luckily, you'll accomplish that when you die of heart disease in a few years.
No.
Oh shit!
That's you guys
Yo.
going as
You
far
will you will achieve zero impact.
with your carbohydrates and your soy and
Buddy,
seed oil.
so glad you made it. You'll definitely love this veg
That is
party.
you.
Veg party. Look at Lube Ass. Look at how excited and happy everyone is. Versus that other room of death.
Barnaby is now a pretty happy guy. He watches vegan cooking shows on Supreme Master TV. He cooks a great vegan version of his aunt's chicken stew recipe and throws veg parties for his friends.
Veg
He
parties.
talks about his new
Hey, can I
lifestyle,
ask you guys a question?
about Lucy,
Serious, no joke.
and how
No,
being
Lube
veg
Ass. For a minute,
is the
Jeffrey.
single most effective thing we can all do for
Pause,
the planet.
Jeffrey.
Thank you, Supreme Master.
Amazing.
Master.
Those people need to
Thank you for your pleasant
transition.
company today.
Go back to what they used to
Coming up
be.
next is Words of Wisdom after noteworthy news here on Supreme Master Television. May our hearts be loving. and
Supreme
loved
Master
always.
Television.
That's crazy.
Have you guys ever been to a restaurant where they're playing the Supreme Master live?
Oh yes, Loving Hut. Yeah,
Yeah, which one is it? Loving Hut?
yeah. The main chain at least in the other Asian countries.
I was gonna say, isn't Sonny Moore Skrillex?
Yeah.
It's us.
Hey, let's-
Some
Nice.
of them have really good
Guys,
food, but you gotta ignore the
Eat of
Supreme
him in the
Master
room.
TV.
You gotta ignore the Supreme Master for some really good food. There's a restaurant here in Vegas. It's like a dim sum, and people have criticized them because they don't use garlic and onion. So is that a Buddhist thing?
Yeah, I think so. But some
Okay, yeah, and that's what they were saying too. They were like, hey, they want at least a restaurant where they can eat. You know?
garlic and onions like an antibiotic. It acts as an antibiotic.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
I load up on it.
Raw
There's this
garlic.
ancient tradition of thinking that
bomb.
they're sort of alive, like it's the version of the meat tards plants feel pain of today.
Oh, like Jainism. They don't eat root vegetables and stuff. They don't uproot the plant.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of the allium, and then they also think that it will like make your body hot or whatever, like this Oriental medicine concept.
They eat a shit ton of eggs. They eat a shit ton of milk, a shit ton of cheese. That's how they manage to survive, because they're still eating animal products. They just don't tell people about it.
It's not very realistic.
No, they do it in secret.
Yeah, and then they go buy they got these tigers. These Buddhist monks got all these tigers that were abandoned or whatever, and they go buy the cheapest factory farm chicken because they like to save bucks, right? They don't give a shit about those poor chickens in the factory farms, and they boil them up, and these tigers are so fat because they mix bread and all kinds of shit in with it. And the tigers are like 3 times the weight they're supposed to be. That's why they're so docile, because they don't have the strength to fight or bite anybody. They're like obese fucking tigers. They don't give a shit that they save some money from the factory farm chickens. Right? There's so much hypocrisy in there.
It's the plight of the obese tiger.
Why do you guys, answer me a question, serious, no shit. If you guys believe that we are plant eaters by nature, right?
Yeah.
Why do you have to crave all these fake meats?
We
fake
don't.
bacon?
We don't.
Why do you meat
why-
eaters always have to make
There's a
so many
huge-
weird
there's a huge
processed
market
foods?
for
What do
that
you mean?
shit.
Like,
All the
just because
vegans are always
products
You're
buying
the ones.
Well, first of all,
turning the
it's
shape
not a
of
matter of belief.
into the shape of a cucumber or the shape of a
yeah.
squash.
Why do you make sausage look like carrots?
Why do you take an animal?
Dumbest
A cow
fucking
doesn't.
argument,
A
dude,
cow
man.
doesn't look
Come on.
like a disc, a flat disc.
What does that mean?
A burger? It's a flat disc.
You're the one radically changing the shape.
Oh,
of
come
the
on, you guys
They're
are
radically changing the shape of the animal.
You guys are not being genuine. My question is serious and it's genuine. Why must you crave all these fake cheeses, fake meat, fake
What makes
eggs?
it real? Hold
These
on. What
guys
makes
are
your version
buying.
real?
Marketing, like they're companies that make food for supermarkets. They're marketing towards vegans. That's not us
Right.
doing it, and that
Yeah,
doesn't
but
mean
there
we eat that.
they wouldn't create them if there wasn't a market for them. It's
Yeah, the
because
market is for people like you that are obsessed with animal products, and you need to get your fix.
Did he bail before he could hear the truth?
Yeah, you didn't want to hear it.
Did I just cut out?
Yeah.
Sorry. Canadian internet. Sorry.
We make plants into discs and tubes. You make animals into discs and tubes.
Sonny Moore.
This is nice.
How is he
Getting
doing
the content?
That's not even the real music.
We don't want copyright.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was gonna say it sounds like a meme.
Yeah.
Look, Lou, no vegan companies are making plants look like an entire cow so that we can have the experience of slitting its throat, letting it bleed out, cutting
Oh
it
my
open,
god.
taking out its guts, getting rid of the blood. No vegan companies are
You do have a lot of things colored red, and I think that might be a little fetish for blood going on there because you guys got a lot of
Apples are
red,
tomatoes are red.
sauces. You got putting all these sauces.
I don't think
So here's the thing.
Ready meat isn't blood anyway.
So here's the thing. We all like tasty food. We just don't like animal abuse.
Yeah.
What, you think I do? I don't. I hate animal abuse.
Well,
I would hurt somebody
you might
if I
not
saw them
thinking
abuse
about
an
it.
animal.
You might not like honestly thinking about reality, being honest with yourself, but you certainly like
Oh, I'm honest with
contributing to
myself,
it, causing it,
110%.
paying for it, maximizing it.
I've been a farmer my whole life.
Yeah.
I've been a farmer pretty
Farm
much
shit.
my whole life. I've been around farmers my whole life. I've been in farm fields my whole life. I've seen all the dead animals around a cornfield. I mean, it starts with you see mice and stuff like that. And as the corn grows, you start to see larger animals, raccoons, coyotes, and sometimes you find them alive and you can tell that they're suffering because they can barely walk. They ate a poisoned rat that ate rodenticide and now they're fucking bleeding internally. It takes them a week to die. Their babies die because they got no milk from their mother because their mother's dying in a cornfield. Believe me, the suffering I've seen to bring vegans their food is insurmountable compared to how I eat and how I take care of my animals.
Well,
that's how you made.
Even if that was true, you're not the
It is
average
true.
you're not the average percentile of people on the planet. Like
Right,
we're talking
that's
about
why-
everyone else.
that's-
We don't really give a shit about what you're specifically doing. You aren't making any difference whatsoever.
Well, a lot of people are. There's a huge
No, there's
movement
not a
right
lot.
now.
It's a very
Oh,
small
well,
0.001 percentile of people do
go
what
on
you do.
YouTube
So we don't
now.
really give a shit. Just like
YouTube fantasy
everyone who
world.
comes to my Facebook page is like, "Oh, I get my meat from the Amish. It's all organic." Bullshit.
Well,
There's too many of you guys telling me you're doing that because there's not enough of that meat actually that exists on this planet. Like it's like
oh yes,
2%.
there is, and people are doing
bullshit.
it more and more, and a lot of
Nope.
people are now going back to the
They ain't doing
land
nothing.
and raising some goats and raising some cows and some chickens, and there's a huge modern homesteading kind of a movement happening now
It's
for
not
specifically
sustainable.
this
farmers.
reason.
Good luck sustaining that.
Well,
Good
look it up
luck.
on YouTube.
Yeah, there's like
thousands
no
and
way we
thousands.
can feed the masses doing that. For
There's
sure.
plenty of people doing stupid shit on YouTube. It doesn't mean they're going to be successful or it's the right thing to do, Lube Ass.
Well, the right thing to do, as far as I'm concerned, is go out on the land and raise your own food, treat it as ethically as possible. Don't waste any part of it. Make sure it doesn't suffer, that it suffers the least amount when it has its one bad day. right? The rest of its life has to be a happy, good life, and that one bad day has to be quick and done, right? So there's no suffering involved. And that I can control because I take it into my hands.
Or you could just not and eat like pasta and vegetables.
Yeah, pasta kills so many animals you would not
Oh my
even
god,
get
dude.
it.
You can't even prove that. You
Bro,
just make up random
bro.
shit. You're like, pasta kills animals. Killing
What
an
is
animal
pasta
kills
made
an
from?
animal. Are
What is
you a
pasta made
lunatic,
from?
bro?
What is
You
pasta
pay
made from?
somebody to pull sperm out of a bull's dick so that
No,
they
I
can
don't.
impregnate a bunch of other
No, I
animals
don't.
so that they can make
Yeah,
more
just
animals
himself.
so you can eat their dead fucking corpse and then shit out their fucking dead corpse.
Listen, I have a bull.
Are you
that
an insane
impregnates-
person?
I have a bull that impregnates my cows only when they
Oh my
decide.
god, you supervise the sexual activity of animals?
No,
You say
no,
sick.
they
Does
decide
you okay,
when they come
does
into
this
estrus.
sound like the behavior of a sane, nice, rational, good person? You could just
Absolutely.
leave the animals alone and
I
just
do
eat
most of the
fruits and
time.
fucking vegetables?
Yes, that are sprayed with all kinds of glyphosate.
Oh, they're
and poison.
sprayed! Oh my god, a conspiracy theory! Oh my god, that justifies me slitting an animal's throat because they're spraying something.
Have you ever grown anything in your life to feed yourself?
Dude, you don't grow shit. You haven't grown a brainstem.
Listen, your emotions will get you
No,
nowhere.
my emotions are completely justified. You're
Your
paying
emotions-
for the murder of innocent beings.
Your
It's
irrational
right.
emotions
No, it's
are
not
caused-
irrational. You're a fucking moron.
Your irrational emotions are caused by the lack of
Your
cholesterol
irrational
in your
emotions.
brain.
Blah, 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 blah.
Lack of
You pay for the murder of millions of animals. You fat
No, I
fucking
murder them
slob.
myself. I murder them myself.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
Yes, because I can make sure that the suffering is minimized.
I make sure the suffering isn't minimized. Or,
No,
you
kill them
could
in front
just
of each
not.
other, dude.
Have you thought of the concept of not doing it?
The reality is that you
Oh
get
my god,
other
I
men
am
to kill
compelled.
for you.
I am
You get other
compelled to
men.
kill an animal.
Listen,
Because
you get other
I
men
heard
to
about
kill
it
for
from
you.
mommy and daddy. My mommy and daddy indoctrinated me into a certain diet, and I can't think of anything else to fucking do with my life.
You get other men to kill for you and then condemn the men that do it for you. Other men kill the rodents, the deer, all the animals that eat the crops. They kill the birds. You know, there's like 70 or 80 bird species that have got extinct since monocropping has been brought into this.
Dude, you
world.
need to go extinct, bro.
Okay, bro. You can lie to yourself. You can lie to yourself. It's okay.
Monocropping is a very direct result of the
Dude, it's just a tired fucking argument. Everybody's put it to bed with hour-long discussions and statistics and all this shit. It's over. That argument is done. Ted Nugent couldn't drudge up that argument good enough for you guys to use it for 3.5 years now. It's over. Go back to Ted Nugent and jerk off to Joe Rogan's Ted Nugent clip. It's over. There's no fucking spraying and they're killing the rodents in the field. They're burning the Amazon to make fucking crops to feed to cattle.
That's so wrong. You have no clue how wrong that is. Cows eat grass. If they're feeding
No,
them
they
grain-
don't. They were feeding cows gummy worms like a decade ago because they couldn't get enough grass. They'll eat whatever they can fucking give them.
Bro, one day when you come
Because
out-
you guys are obsessed
when you
with
look back-
eating a corpse. The
One day
same
when you
3
come out-
fucking dead animals. Get over
When you-
it. There's like 20,000 edible plants on the planet, and you eat the same 3 dead animals.
I heard like
When you come
300,000
out
plus.
of your
Like, can
delusion,
you get more creative?
when you get out of your delusion and you look back at this stream,
Get out of your delusion.
When you get out of your delusion and you look back at the stream when you know the truth, you're going to say, "Oh my God, how cringe I was."
Lube ass, fix
Hay
your
grown in
fucking
hay
mic.
fields. Anybody who's been to a
Ruining
farm
my fucking
in
broadcast.
any temperate climate knows how much cows eat hay. And the hay's
Cows
grown.
eat hay and grass. That's all I feed my cows. Nothing else.
Yeah, for a lot of the year,
Occasionally,
hay was just
occasionally.
grown and harvested in places where wild animals
What?
also live.
See, you guys know nothing about farms and nature. Nothing. You've never been.
Oh, we
All you
know
do
nothing.
is pound. You pound fucking concrete and pavement your whole life, and they'll tell farmers what's real. I've been on the land my whole life. I know how it
You know what,
works.
Lou? I'd really like to have your secret for psychic powers.
You're obviously what you're saying shows that you have no connection to the truth on nature, because that's not how it is. My cows live on 25 acres of land that is completely natural. I don't
You're
spray
so
anything.
full of shit, Lube ass.
They
Your sister,
eat
your
the
daughter
grass.
told me you were lying about all that shit.
And your dungeon sex
Oh, you're so
slaves
full of
lock
shit. I want
themselves
to see
into
my
their
daughter tell me
Your
that in front of
daughter
my
told
face.
me you were lying.
And,
About what?
Your
That
own
my cows
daughter.
live on. That my cows live on
Not
25 acres.
buying vegetables
She
and
said that.
living off your land and all that bullshit.
What are you talking about? I never said that I buy all. Like now, I only
You
eat
used
what I
to.
raise. Yes, but I also grew my own food as well. But I couldn't grow it all at some point. Couldn't grow wheat, right? I don't have the machinery to grow wheat.
Yo,
Now
what's
that I don't,
good,
now that
bro?
I don't eat bread, I don't need it.
Skrillex.
What? Yo, what's
Skrillex
good,
is
bro?
here, bro.
Yo,
What's fucking good,
Yo.
Jeffrey?
Let's go.
let's go.
It's been a while, bro. How are you?
Honestly,
Oh, bro.
yo, I'm Skrillex number 3 here, guys. What's up, Jeffrey? Remember us from the Blood Monkeys?
What's the fascination with blood?
Huh?
Why do you want
Honey and the
blood?
Blood Monkeys.
We don't
bro.
want
Y'all
blood.
don't know? Y'all
Blood
aren't
Monkeys
tapped
is a
in, bro.
band.
Why do you always talk about blood?
It's the Blood Monkeys. It's a band. We used to make music.
Don't you remember us,
Would you
Jeffrey?
like to try drinking blood?
No, man,
Gives
that's
you a little,
disgusting.
gives you a little
Do
buzz,
that.
you know. Gives you a little buzz.
Huh?
It's interesting. It actually gives you a little buzz.
Does it?
Yeah, it really does. No bullshit. You have to
I gotta
drink it
get some
fresh out of the
more wood
animal.
on this fire, guys. I gotta get this fireplace going.
Yo, what's good? It's Sunny One.
my vegan
You're
diet
joined
is-
by Sunny Two and Sunny Three. What's good, Sunny Three and Sunny Two? How you doing today?
What's good, Sunny One? Fuck going on, Kel? Yo, Sunny 3.
Yo, what's up,
Holy
guys?
shit,
Back, Sunny
bro,
3.
twin.
Thank you, guys.
Great to see you around.
Yeah, guys. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Let's go, baby.
Jeffrey, I seem to have lost my USB again. Do you have any? Do you have any of the files, bro? I need. Shit. I gotta set next week, bro. I need.
Yeah, I got him, bro. I'll send him
Wait,
to you.
wait, Jeffrey, though, honestly, do you actually, like, not remember Sunday and the Blood Monkeys, though?
Sonny and the Blood Monkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, they played at my birthday party at Evan Thomas's house. They were really good.
Yeah. You know that's Skrillex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
still
What do you
talk
mean?
to
Of
him?
course they do.
Do you still like have contact with him?
I'm sorry, my friends
I
are
haven't
really
seen
stupid.
Sonny since we went to the Grammys when he got his Grammys.
That's sick,
Diplo
dude.
wore a T-shirt with Sonny's phone number on it, and everyone had his
Oh,
phone
yeah.
number. So I have
Yep,
never,
yep.
I haven't been able to get a hold of him since.
Damn, that
Damn.
sucks.
you
Yeah,
have
no, I
any
remember
words,
that.
But that motherfucker got like 6 Grammys that night. That was a crazy night.
Yeah, no,
Amen,
he has
brother.
8 Grammys
First
now.
year out.
Mm-hmm.
Beast.
You know, it's weird because he came in and revolutionized dubstep, and he hasn't made dubstep in like 10 years.
Oh, his new album's crazy though. You should go see it. It's got some of the most dubstep stuff you'll ever see on there. Yeah,
What's
sorry
the
if we like pissed you off or anything. We were just screwing around. We don't have anything to do.
Man. That's cool. Whatever.
Yeah, man, we didn't mean to annoy you.
Did you see the video that I made about showing Sonny dubstep?
That is what brought us
No.
here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You have
Yes.
to send that to me
Yeah, I was
because I'm a
DJing at this
huge
place.
dubstep head.
I was DJing at this place And Sonny would often come and play and spin his like new shit, but he was just playing. He was doing like techno music. It was before dubstep, but this band called Soul or System. Soul or System played like every couple of months. They just show up and play, and it was this white reggae guy and this black dude, and they'd bring in all these toys and all these microphones and all these keyboards and all this shit, and they'd play dubstep, and it was always different. Every time I saw them, and they were like really, really good, like real, like they were English dudes. They were dudes from the UK that are like underground, like fucking. It was really early on.
Yeah,
and so I was just when I first saw him, I was like, oh my god, Sonny would love these guys. And so I kept calling him and telling him he needed to come out, and he finally showed up once because I never knew when they were playing, but one of the nights they were playing, I called him and he showed up, and I snuck him in. He was I think he was 19, and I snuck him into a 21 and up bar, and he saw Solar System, and he had no idea what dubstep was before then, and then he made dubstep.
Hey, honestly, man,
like made it legit again.
From the bottom of my heart, man, thank you for introducing me to that stuff. Because honestly, if you didn't, you wouldn't be making the stuff that he makes right now.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy because he did, dude. Those first couple albums are really fucking good. Like Bangarang and fucking Shiny Sprites or whatever that one's called. Those are
Scary Monsters.
It's good shit. But Sonny, like, he knows how to put emotion in music really well. So it was like, you know.
How did you originally meet him?
What's that?
How did you originally meet him?
Through Evan Thomas, and they're all Evans. Was like my best friend, but he's a Scientologist and had all these Scientologist friends, and I met Sonny through that. And then all the kids in Hollywood Undead were Scientologists too, except for me. Yeah.
I don't think Sonny's a Scientologist.
No.
Yeah, his family is like high up in Scientology. But
his family is,
Yeah, but they, you know, all the kids, they're kind of into it too. Not obviously as much as their parents, but Sonny owes a lot to the church. His dad, his dad was like the bookkeeper for the Scientology. So when Sonny was making money with From First to Last, he like invested really well, and so like by the time he started Skrillex, he had like a few $1 million in the bank already. So
he talked about that.
He's filthy fucking rich, dude. But it's funny.
They're OT8. Let's go. OT9, bro.
I still have not seen Skrillex.
Oh, I've only seen him once. I've only seen him play. Well, no, twice, I guess. But once at like a big show, and it was like, I don't know, it was kind of crazy.
Have you listened to his
new Jeffrey, thank you for having me up. I'll let you guys continue your circle jerking.
Fuck off, Lube Ass.
Everybody on the right jerks the guy off to the
Damn.
to the right.
Choke fucking
continue your self-flagellation.
Fix your mic.
The fucking mic, Lube Ass.
Yo, I have one more question to Jeffrey. Do you remember Sean
Okay,
Friday?
see you guys later. Take care.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Hey, what?
All right, this is Sunny One clocking out. Have a nice day, Jeffrey.
All right, later, dude.
Sunny 2. See
what the fuck?
All right,
See you, Sunnies.
Later, Sunnies.
All the Sunnies.
I was wondering, that was like getting schizophrenic.
How'd they do that?
I don't know. I thought you were doing something.
No.
It was weirding me out. I was like, what is going on right now?
I mean, I let him in the back, but like they were like doing, and like he was, I don't know, he somehow, it's hackers, man. They hacked it.
Those hackers.
They were very polite.
Yeah. They usually are. The kids that have the balls to actually like hit me up, they're usually pretty polite. But yeah.
That's crazy.
Is your cat meowing?
Yeah. So up, Steve. He hates my voice when I'm podcasting. He'll start walking around screaming, and he'll like side eye me the whole time. He's like, "Shut the fuck up! You have an annoying nasally voice, dude." So Jerry. So that was an interesting movie. What did you bring, Braxton?
I was gonna say, if you would have watched that one curse thing that I made a while back, that whole keto, all that stuff. It's,
Where's that at?
I got a link to it. You want me to share that, or you want
Put
me to,
it in the private chat. Oh, whoa! The private chat's fucking huge. Oh, it's all sunny.
I haven't even looked at that at all.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's the sunnies
Oh,
over and over
fuck,
again.
60.
Oh my god!
Oh, I
literally
put mine in the YouTube chat.
They were going wild. Yeah, I did that too. Weak blood
Oh, that's what
monkeys.
when they said from the chat. I didn't. Yeah. Okay. Where's put the link in the chat?
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
wait, no.
I kinda... What's up?
Or you know, you can present it, right?
Yeah, I can do that.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I was gonna say, because I kind of have a theory on like something that might be beneficial for, I guess, like dispelling all the issues. People like clinging on to keto and carnivore and all that stuff. They seem to not be connecting the dots that it all stems from Atkins and all the stuff that he was pushing. And
no, it's all Atkins. That's my new thing. I'm telling them all they're on Atkins.
The South Beach diet.
I'm straight up calling people fat because it's like, why should they be offended by me calling them fat if fat's good?
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember the South Beach?
South Beach diet?
Yeah, it's all the same shit.
It's all the same shit. You know, as far as
people will be all, Atkins died because he slipped on his fucking front porch, and it's like, no, dude, he had like 6 heart attacks or something, and died of complications with that fall, but it was because of his heart disease.
You notice that whenever, anybody who says that everybody looks beautiful, all body types are beautiful. If you tell them, yeah, you look extremely beautiful, just like, and then you name a influencer or celebrity who's super obese, they don't seem too happy with that. Nobody seems too happy with. Yeah, you have an amazing body type, just like the mom from Honey Boo Boo. Both of you are equally amazing. They get pretty pissed off.
Nobody wants to hear this. You look like Lizzo. It's so flattering.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to get this going?
Go ahead.
All right, it's my little creation.
Okay. Oh, you made this.
Come Monday, I'm going full Atkins.
Like the diet?
Yep.
Is that thing still around?
Of course it is. Atkins. You know, the guy died of a heart attack.
Is this
Everybody
AI?
blamed his diet.
Speaking of something I read today,
From the
something
show.
about the Atkins guy. This is
Oh.
an interesting story. You know the Atkins diet.
Eating
It's
chips
very
right
controversial
now.
because the Atkins diet is a lot of protein stuff. I heard that the guy died of a heart attack, and that they weren't being completely honest. Apparently, even Snopes says it's not clear. The guy he was the head of it's so weird when this happens. The Atkins diet guy, when he died, he weighed 258 pounds, so he was overweight, and he was 72 years old. And the story was he slipped on ice in front of his house and hit his head. But he also had a history of heart disease. I did not know that, and he had heart attacks. When I found he was 258 pounds, I was like, wait, that's heavy.
How tall was he?
So he had a history of heart attack and congestive heart failure. And notes that he weighed 258 pounds at death. Yeah. So he was really unhealthy. It was really interesting because that whole diet, the Atkins diet, like a lot of people were really criticizing that diet and saying that it's really terrible and that all the fat and all the stuff, all the protein you eat, you really shouldn't eat that much. But it's very similar to what a lot of people are eating now when they're eating paleo and they're eating low carb.
But they just kind of changed up the name: paleo, keto.
Is that
keto.
AI?
It's all the same. It's just derivative of.
It's from the show.
So Lisa,
the Rogan guy just put that in. That was real though.
It's been out there for 30 years or close to 30
And I
years.
haven't been able to fund a study. I've asked
Excuse me.
and asked
Excuse
and
me.
asked.
10 million books in print and you can't fund the study?
Now I can.
Oh,
And
shit.
I will be the first doctor to dig
Shots
into
fired.
his own pocket to do a study.
So just the way you looked at me, I was like, "Oh, Atkins? What?" It's like I look at it and I say, "Yes, Atkins."
You trying to lose weight or something?
Yes,
maintain, like a lifestyle choice.
But the point being that I'd never heard that. I'd always heard that he'd fallen. And I assumed that anything other than that would be a conspiracy theory. Then I read that and I was like, whoa, You know who wrote it? Now I remember John Joseph from the Cro-Mags. You know that guy? He's a vegan, super healthy, ultra marathon triathlon dude now. He used to be, well, he still is, lead singer of the Cro-Mags. I think they're still around. I know he toured still. Might be touring on his own now. But he wrote that about Atkins today.
Yeah, I heard vegans, you don't get the right nutrients. Motherfucker, look what I'm eating. Fats, vitamin C, chlorophyll, protein in broccoli, lettuce, tortillas, rice, protein. What are you missing, motherfucker, except for a rotting ass? Get off the shit.
Rotting ass. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
This is fun. I needed this.
Chris Hines would like this.
Yeah, I wanted to show that before, but
welcome to the Huberman Lab.
All right, but yeah, that was my fun little creation.
Can I put it on my YouTube?
Yeah, if you want to.
Cool.
Yeah, I really just want to like with that, even though I don't have like a platform, because that was really like the first video I've put up since like getting more active, I guess. You know, with the podcast and everything like that. That was my little like what do you call it? Kind of just doing like a time capsule thing. So you're keeping a record of like, you know, here's the media, you know, The Curse being a popular show. He, you know, even though that guy's character is pretty scummy with like what happens throughout the show, it kind of speaks to what's going on with like the type of person. And it's kind of complicated. I don't want to spoil the show, but there's a lot of like self-sabotage and stuff going on. And then he's actively going on that diet that Atkins, he knows the history behind it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting little thing to like piece together.
Yeah, the movie was, I don't know.
Weird.
Yeah. They really should have just did like multiple seasons of like, you know, those two. All the characters were so good, and then it was just over with, and it was weird. But yeah.
You know what's even more weird? I just found out recently they had the end of that show, like the last episode. That's what they started from. So it was always going to lead up to that crazy ending, which I'm not going to spoil, but that was like the basis for the show.
Weird.
Yeah. That whole thing is strange. I like Nathan Fielder's like comedy. Like Nathan For You was a really funny show, but like that was an interesting little project they did.
Didn't he like just interview people?
He brought because he had like a background in business, so he would like go to these failing business owners, like small business owners, and he'd try to give them ideas that would like revamp their business, but it always ended up kind of backfiring. And that's where the comedy was. It's just weird little things would go on.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a cool premise for a show. It's funny. It's a great show.
Like the bar rescue.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Like a fake bar rescue.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jury Duty?
What's that?
Have you seen the first season of Jury Duty? I'm pretty sure Nathan Fielder was part of like the production of it or whatever. The concept behind it. He's not actually in it, but it has a great deal in common with Nathan For You. It's kind of sense of humor. It's like real, like just barely real enough to not break the illusion wackiness. You guys don't know anything about Jury Duty?
No.
I've heard about it. Yeah. I've seen some TikToks about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty funny.
They have one real guy who they pre-selected from like whatever their interview process was. Who
it's a little more complicated than it needs to be, but
he believes he's in a real jury that they're like.
It's like it wasn't.
Yeah. Everybody else is fake. Everybody else is actors that are doing that kind of like wackiness that Nathan Fielder does in his comedy. All the other jurors, the judge and defendant and witnesses and all that, all actors that are all playing it straight.
I check that out.
And they get the guy actually believing it. Apparently, who knows what they do on their shows? Like, if the guy was to actually find out, then what would they do? They'd have to would
they even show it? Probably.
And if you want your big paycheck that you don't even know about, but
that's what the show Cursed is about. Is changing the story of your supposedly reality show.
Yeah, it's weird because they're like trying to. I saw some of the stuff of why it's so unique too. They're like hiding cameras to where the actors don't even realize they're being filmed, so it kind of like adds that level of immersion, I guess.
Yeah,
cool, unique concept. Just a lot of strange stuff in that show. Very watchable.
Yeah, it's too short, I guess.
Kind of like some Black Mirror episodes, huh?
Yeah, I just started watching those. It just kind of reminds me of like a new Hitchcock or like Creep Show or something like that, kind of. For you old fogies out there.
The Outer Limits.
They're supposed to be.
We were at a concert the other night and they were playing Psycho up on the TV. That's such a good fucking movie. Jesus Christ. Hitchcock was just. Dude was G.
They're just projecting the video from Psycho while the concert was going on, while the live music.
Well, it was like a bar and there was like live band and they just had a
Yeah, that's a cheap way to have some visuals in the background.
Yeah.
They didn't have their musical set completely timed to the scenes from Psycho, like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon matches up with the Wizard of Oz, supposedly, which I've never done in my life.
I've done it
times, but I've never. You've done it. You synced it up with the Wizard of Oz.
Yep. There's something else too. Man, what was it? There's something else growing up that was like that. Yeah.
I have listened through the complete album while imagining where it might be in the Wizard of Oz.
I thought you can't imagine.
Yeah.
What I mean by imagine is thinking about things without hallucinating them. My normal everyday capacity for thought does not involve anything similar to an LSD trip, like all of you all do. Apparently, when you guys think about your mother, you get like a hallucination of her face or something, which is madness. It would drive me crazy. I'm glad I'm not cursed with fantasic thinking.
So how do you know what your mom looks like?
I know I have thoughts about the information of what she looks like.
What the fuck?
What,
I'm
like
so
the
confused.
fucking Matrix?
Like descriptors?
It's an abstract representation of
What?
like knowledge that lets me recognize people, I guess.
Like my mother is all adjectives and
No, other words. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just like it's just a capacity, but it doesn't. I can't fathom having to requiring hallucination in order to be thinking about somebody or be
I
able
guess
to
you could
recognize
think,
them.
like you can think about words and like feelings behind the words, and like you can like think about I guess like past situations, like almost as if it was like a book or something, like you're reading like a book or something of like a past like situation of like you and your mom and like the feelings behind that. But still, I don't know, like that seems like crazy. Like when I think about like
just
past situations with like my mom or like my dad or something, like I'm like envisioning like the actual situation that happened.
Yeah. I just think about stuff. Your hallucinations being part of your thought, it makes about as much sense to me as like as you guys know about synesthetes, right? Synesthesia.
Yeah.
Like somebody who would say like the number 3 is a kind of like burnt dark yellow. Does that mean anything to you, or Like if somebody asked you like, yeah, what's the smell? What's the smell of the letter E? It just the question doesn't even make any sense, right? That's how it doesn't make sense for me to have visuals or audio of a thought. A thought is just a thought.
All right.
Lube Ass is still watching the show.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's kind of really funny.
No, man. He said he was about to start Atkins the next day. While he's eating tortilla chips and drinking Mexican beer.
Gotta load up on these carbs. He's carb loading before he does ketosis, whatever you call it. Oh man,
The starvation diet.
yeah. Oh, what did I think I saw it on this subreddit, that one that I shared in the group chat earlier. I'm trying to remember, but there's this thing where like now people have to get these like sensors, or they can get these sensors that are like marketed, kind of like those like diabetes sensor things, but it like tells
Glucose
you.
meter.
Yeah, it's like that, but it
Yeah,
tells you
yeah.
glucose. That's so dumb.
Cyclists, all the like pro cyclists are starting to. It tells you real time what your blood glucose is as it like goes down when you're like riding the bike. It's fucking
How
rad.
miserable.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta say something before I forget, and while Jerome is here, you know, a lot of vegan deontards, anti-consequentialists, they like to shit all over Peter Singer, despite the immense amount that he's done for animals and his real status as a true hero, greatest living philosopher in terms of his impact.
Based. Yeah, true.
I'm gonna say this to Lou, and the crop death shit. If there were any halfway reasonable evidence that fewer deaths, a lower amount of suffering and other harm could be attained by some kind of carnivore diet than a plant-based diet, then Peter Singer would fucking be on a carnivore diet.
Yeah.
Because he has his consequentialist beliefs. He's had them for 50 years. And he fucking walks the walk throughout his life. If there were any credibility whatsoever, then he would have made sure that he found out about it. I'm sure he's looked into it, and he would be doing it if that were actually the type of diet that had the lower
for sure.
lower moral impact.
And honestly, like, and yeah, me too. Like, I'm not like on Peter Singer's level, but like definitely, like I would if I was convinced that like carnivore is like more ethical, like I would be a carnivore. If I was convinced that like carnivore like caused less suffering and increased more pleasure, I'd be carnivore. Yeah.
Even despite a substantial lowering of your own personal health, right?
Yeah.
You made that clear plenty of times, Jerome, right? That you take like 10% reduced longevity or something if it were actually making a vastly better
I'm not
ethical
surprised.
impact.
Yeah, even more than 10%. Like I'd take like 50% like reduction of health.
Yeah. So, like, as far as I've looked into it myself, Lou's full of shit. These people are full of shit, but also, Peter Singer is making it very clear that he's not a person who came at this thinking first and foremost that he is really committed to a plant-based diet, and then rationalized the idea that it has a lower ethical impact afterwards. He is all about starting with the calculation of what has the lowest, or the best positive moral impact.
Yeah.
And that's why that's part of the value of having these utilitarians, consequentialists, I mean, besides the fact that it's true, right? But having people like Singer strongly represented in the vegan movement, you know, somebody who has like a dogmatic opposition to like direct animal exploitation, they might be in a position where they rationalize shit, but rationalize the amount of harm done in the production of plant foods. But Peter Singer is not. That's not his philosophy. That's not his attitude. It's quite clear that he would be able to make that change if that's what facts suggested. So I don't believe for a second that that's what the facts suggest. You know, but also because, like Jerome was saying earlier, when Lou was talking to and everybody was talking, the right ethical system, what we should support is something that can be scalable, that can feed all of humanity, that can be sustainable for the whole world, not just getting to plot
LUBE ASS.
doing your little fantasy, like growing all your own food shit that only a tiny sliver of humanity can do. Anyway, I didn't want to get too hung up on that and go off to something more interesting now. But I just wanted to point that out for Lou, because I think he's still interested, because he's still listening and interested in this. That I bet anything that if there was any case there's philosophers, including Singer, who would change on a dime.
Yeah, for sure. And like, so there's like a common mistake that like a lot of carnists, well, like most carnists make, and like a good amount of vegans make as well. Where it's like they think that like how do I say it? Like a non-action means nothing. So it's like you have to give the argument that like the alternative to not being vegan causes less suffering than like being vegan does, right? So it's like carnists will say that like, okay, like you're, causing all this harm to like animals on crop deaths, right? Like you're, tilling up the soil or whatever, or like you're hunting the animals that are like trying to like eat your crops. And you kind of just have to like supply the argument that like that causes more suffering than like the wild land that would have been there, or two, like the factory farm that is like essentially like torturing animals like day by day. Yeah, so it's like you're always gonna be doing, like, you have to eat, right? So you're gonna be doing something. So it's like just because you can point to like this like sort of like suffering that like happens on like vegan crop production, it's like, does this like vegan crop production actually increase suffering? And it seems pretty clear that it doesn't, right? Because it's like number one, like there's the wild land that exists there that has crazy amounts of suffering. And then like number two, like there's factory farming, which, right, like the animals are going to eat more crops than vegans, right? So it's like, even if you do hold the position that like vegans like cause more suffering than wild land on crops, it's like you're causing more suffering even then. So it's
and
like,
then Jerome, right? We've talked about this before. There's the futurist. There's the directionality of people being vegan now, which is then, our philosophy naturally leads to a support for technology of veganic agriculture, vertical farming. Eventually with the cell cultured animal tissue that's happening now, there could be cell cultured plant tissue, and we could have just the avocado meat that we want for our guacamole without needing any of the avocado trees and the rodenticides and the transportation and all this shit, right? Like the direction, the moral direction into the future that where today's vegans are pointing is going to be one that's going to reduce all of these other all this other death and suffering. Or the moral direction of Lou is like masturbatory, like excuse making for the self, right? That's not pointing in any positive direction toward the future.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like our goal as like vegans is the reduction of animal harm. So it's like the further we like grow our movement, the less animal harm happens. Whereas like the carnist is like, increasing animal production. So it's like,
yeah, somebody who's dogmatic against animal harm, like we're seeing right here, they should be an advocate just as strongly as any vegans against the things that vegans are typically opposing, right? They shouldn't be saying, okay, I can excuse my diet here, so then I'm just gonna turn a blind eye to the vast majority of people eating tons of factory farmed chickens and pigs and farmed fish in those horrific conditions and all. They should fucking be activists, like right alongside the vegans, putting their voice right into the mix to get the chicken farms shut down ASAP. And it's kind of interesting and telling how they almost never seem to be doing that.
Yeah.
Their attention.
Well, on that note, we're clicking over 4 hours right now.
Hey, Devon, you want to? Did you come back? Did he come back to say something? Yeah, I know it's.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I mean, yeah, here in Vegas, it feels like we have a lack of activists and just a lot of foodies, a lot of vegans in name only.
Yeah,
it's definitely a detriment to our movement here.
Hey, Devon,
Wasn't
I just
that what
want to
Chris
say,
was talking about? He was like, it's not good enough to just be vegan. Like, you have to be an activist also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Good luck surviving the Super Bowl, man.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's gonna be awful.
I'm sure the shit's
I
already.
mean, it was hard. It was hard enough surviving Groundhog Day today.
Damn.
That whole event too.
Mad all day.
Yeah, dude. I mean, nobody cares about our subterranean rodent friends.
Especially with Taylor Swift coming through.
Oh God! And now we have the Taylor Swift conspiracies coming.
Yeah, everyone's talking about her.
She's a Hollywood plant psyop.
Football season, the NFL season is rigged so that one player's girlfriend can endorse Joe Biden and Bud Light to promote the LGBTQ agenda.
Vegan agenda.
Yeah. Bud Light has a vegan agenda.
LGBTQ vegan agenda.
Oh yeah.
Dang, well if Bud Light has a vegan agenda, like, dude, that's all I'm drinking now.
They just sponsored Shane Gillis.
Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, I
Oh,
heard
what?
that.
He doesn't
Yeah,
give
they
a fuck.
sponsored Shane Gillis. Yeah.
Seriously. Bud Light is trying to do a 180 on their image.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
By sponsoring like the most PC challenging people they can find. Oh God.
Yeah, he literally got
it's fine.
canceled.
I'll still drink Bud Light. It's fine.
Oh,
Shane Gillis is funny.
LUBE ASS, please come back and show your citation where it's very clear the stats on crop deaths are against.
Citation needed.
Yeah, that seems absurd, dude.
Because I'm pretty
like
sure
all-
me and Allie researched the living shit out of that for our debates with Garland Farms, and we didn't find anything that was leaning in your favor. So please come back and bring your study where the stats are clear and undeniable.
I'd also like to see the video of LUBE ASS out there on the protest against the chicken farms because he doesn't have any excuse for those. He
I
doesn't
think
have any
LUBE ASS
excuse
is
for
just
the
watching like
warehouses
Garland
full of
Farms
chickens eating
videos.
corn.
Oh yeah, LUBE ASS loves Garland Farms. Lube Ass has been on Garland Farms podcast before.
Even though he's boring, he tolerates him because he's speaking the truth.
Because he really does his research.
Yeah.
Years
Oh
of
my
study,
gosh.
man. Years of study. That's how you
Just like
justify
Justin
believing
Bedini and his
anything, right?
12 years of study watching YouTube videos in between video games and jerking
You
off.
guys see the one
Yeah.
kid on with Earthling Ed, this college student, I think at Brown University, and he's talking about like his own hedonistic interest, jumping everything else and stuff. And I figured out pretty early on. Then he made it clearer that he's under the influence of Ayn Rand. He's a Randian, quote unquote.
Oh, is that the one that was labeled vegan versus libertarian?
I don't think it was vegan versus libertarian.
Wait, was that newest one?
Hold on.
Comments were
This
saying
is
like,
new, right? This is
Vegan
new.
versus
It's pretty
libertarian
new,
one.
and
That
the
guy
comments
was
were going
that was
like-
that black dude. He was
No,
like
oh, no.
completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw
No,
that.
this is a white guy, right?
This is a white guy with
so
You're talking
vegan
about
calls
blonde hair.
unemotional meat eater selfish narcissistic.
Yeah, exactly. That's
okay.
That's the guy, and
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
definitely a Randian objectivist. He's under that sway. So I was commenting, like, no, I don't think this guy's actual literal sociopath. It's just the influence of Ayn Rand on young people makes them talk like sociopaths. And he's got like all the verbiage of Ayn Rand in that video. And Ed apparently
I just linked
really
the video. So
yeah, anyway. So check it out later.
Yeah. All right, dudes. 4 hours, 5 minutes. That's our longest show we've done.
One for the
Nice.
books.
Wow.
Good job.
Nice.
See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Right
Alright,
on.
sounds good.
Later, dudes. Thanks for showing
Super
up,
real.
Jeremy.
All right.
Yeah, dude. Rock and roll.
Later, guys.
Peace.